Okay, we'll go ahead and get started. First question from me. Elina, obviously a tough one out there today, but you had a fantastic run through this tournament. If you could, just in a few words, give your thoughts on the match today and then just the tournament as a whole.
Yeah, I mean, definitely very, very happy with the 2 weeks here and in New Zealand as well, winning. Of course, got it to not make it through tonight, but yeah, it's of course very difficult when you're playing world number one who's really on fire. So yeah, it was really complicated for me today, but yeah, I just want to take positives from the past weeks, the beginning of the year, and just carry them through for the season.
Thank you. Question from you, just raise your hand. We'll start with Matt.
Hey, Elina. It's a great tournament for you. You had been so great on the second serve returns throughout the tournament, and you weren't just as efficient at that, especially in the first set tonight. And I'm just sort of curious, was that something about Arena's second serve that was difficult, or was it just sort of you were just off, you felt like, in that opening?
To be fair, I thought I was returning today also quite well. I think my serve was not great at all. I think I was returning good, but then her second shot was unbelievable. She was returning well, quick, and then she had another punch coming. The second shot after her serve. So, I mean, that's why she's world number one.
To my name and Mark.
Great tournament as well. Just curious then, you said she's on fire. She was on fire today. How in general, how did you feel about your performance? How much more did you feel you could, I guess, pressure her when she's in that form?
Well, I thought a little bit I could play better. I played good tennis. I wouldn't say that the score shows what it was. I think I could still hold a couple of times more on my serve. The serve was not as good as I wanted to be, so I could put a bit more pressure on her because I feel like when she was starting to serve each time of the set, she's always ahead. Okay, I was 2-0 up, but then she came back quick. So yeah, I was not putting enough pressure on her with my serve. So of course, when you play players like that, you don't have too much time to waste. And of course, we're in the late stages of the tournament, so everybody is super focused, super ready. And yeah, I mean, these small things, I wish I could play better, but yeah, I don't want to too much focus on these things. I think I played good tennis today and for the past 3 weeks. So yeah, I just want to take these positives and yeah, move forward.
On those positives, what were you happiest about with your game over the past few weeks and with the wins you were able to get?
I think my movement been quite well. I think I was adjusting to different game styles of the players. I think I was playing well with different styles, adjusting my game, adjusting my footwork. Yeah, just I feel I'm in a good form. I think I can definitely draw some confidence and yeah, look forward to the upcoming tournaments. We're just 2 weeks or maybe 3 weeks in the year. So yeah, I mean, of course, there are a few things that I want to improve. I want to do better, to play and to really challenge this kind of players, the top players, and I feel like I'm not too far in a way in some moments, but still, it's still lots of work to do and lots of things to improve.
Elina, congratulations on your tournament. You mentioned that she was on fire tonight. Can I get you to sort of explain that even further? Just how impressive was her level? Like if you look at the numbers, 24 winners, 12 unforced errors. She's playing so big all the time. Like, how difficult was it to play against her? And is this as well as she's ever played?
I think tonight, I mean, we played a couple of times, so I knew a little bit what to expect, and I thought my level was quite good as well. Yeah, I feel like she feels very comfortable here on those courts. Of course, won here a couple of times, so I think she has this confidence playing here. And for some things that I thought that they could work tonight, they didn't really work, or less than I expected. Yeah, as I mentioned, I wish I could put a bit more pressure with my serve, but I think she had answers on everything today. I watched a couple of her matches earlier rounds. I was a bit different, but it was different players. So, I think today she played really well. Was no drops also. So yeah, I tried my very best and put the intensity and find, really trying to find, these opportunities. But yeah, it's didn't happen.
Well done the past fortnight here. I just want to ask you something away from Melbourne, actually. Just about Serena Williams. There's been a bit of conversation about whether she might come back to the sport. I'm just kind of wondering what you'd think as, someone of her standing, if she did come back, what it'd mean for the sport.
Oh, really? Wow. I didn't hear that.
Well, she's kind of refused to rule out, but she's back in the anti-doping pool, so...
Well, it would be amazing for the sport, definitely. And she's such a great champion and achieved so much, did so much for our sport and been inspiration for a woman around the world. So it's going to be a great story for sure.
Two more? Other questions?
You really seem like you have such a good spirit, even after a tough loss. Is that something that you sort of wanted to have going into this year after the end of last year sort of burned you out? You sort of said to yourself, like, I'm going to just have a great attitude towards this?
Well, of course, I think I'm still disappointed that I didn't go further, but I feel like I should not be allowed to really be sad. I have a great position. I'm firstly, just as a person perspective, have this amazing opportunity to play in the center court here, represent my country, to do it in a decent way, and to have opportunity, to use my voice and just be there for my people. I feel like for the past weeks, they've been really carrying me through with the great vibes, with the great emotions. And for me, this is something that really motivates me. Without any doubt, this is something that when I wake up in the morning, I see, of course, terrifying news, but then I see people watching my matches, they write comments, and they're really, I think it's like a big exchange of positive emotions, so I cannot complain. There are people really living a horrible and terrifying life in Ukraine, so I should not be allowed to really be sad, because I'm a very, very lucky person.
Last question here.
Elina, congratulations on your tournament. I guess a little bit of a follow-up to that. You talk about how, I guess, the people of Ukraine have driven you and hopefully you've inspired them. Just in terms of, I guess, the material impact that you've been able to have across this tournament, I know previously you've, say, donated prize money, or you've been able to be ambassador for several different organisations. What has this run in the tournament done for you, and I guess done for Ukraine in terms of what you've been able to give back over the course of this?
I think it was all about the little happy moments that we shared together. I was able to play well. I was able to to send the little messages back to Ukraine. There's lots of people who are following the matches and supporting me, and I think this exchange of positivity is something that helps people, and that's what I get, the feedback from them. And for me, is something unbelievable. I try to do what's in my power, what's talking to my heart, for them as well. it can be through my foundation or through the fundraising platforms, different ways. But for me, it's important because I also, when I go back to Ukraine, I see people are really stuck in the routine. It's dark days, gray days, with so much negativity. So I think sports in general for Ukraine really unites us as a people and unites us with these great emotions. And I think it's much needed for our country.
Okay, we'll leave it there. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.